Greetings to you all people of God. I welcome you as a listener to this message from God. Kindly do well to tap the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, also like this video, as this is one of the way through which you can extend this message to other people on this platform. Thank you. Today is another day on the ongoing series on this channel Tobi Voice, the 9 gifts of the Holy Spirit. On our last video, we made the intro video where we explained the gifts, the importance, the purpose. We explained some cogent questions on the gifts. Today we'll be moving directly into the gift. I said I'll be taking each gift in each video. So today I'll be working on the word of knowledge. And if you are a first timer on this channel listening to this video right now, I will urge you to go to the channel, click on the profile picture below this video and check through our past videos. This is the second video on this series. We have treated the intro on the first video, so I would like you to go to our previous video and watch so you can get the full knowledge. So I'll move directly into today's topic, the word of knowledge. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 8, it says, "For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit." In our previous video, I mentioned that the Holy Spirit works in diversities way. It works in diverse operation, but by the same Spirit. That's in the verse 4. That's 1 Corinthians 12 verse 4. But now in verse 8, it is listing out the gift. "For unto one is given the spirit of word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit." So in this verse we have 2 gifts, but we are treating majorly on the word of knowledge today. In our next video, we'll be discussing on word of wisdom. What is word of knowledge? According to history, the Bible is written in the New Testament. The New Testament is written in Greek language. So if we are to go back to how it is written originally, the pronunciation of the word of knowledge is logos gnosis, which means the utterance of divine knowledge. So now that we have known the original word, utterance of divine knowledge, so now we have gained more insight on what word of knowledge means. It means utterance of divine knowledge. So you might be wondering, what is the real meaning of utterance of divine knowledge? Utterance of divine knowledge, it comes by just knowing specific facts supernaturally, past or present, by revelation. It is just like you know things about someone, about something that you are not supposed to know. That's why the word supernaturally is added there. You are not supposed to know about it, but supernaturally you just knew about it. Is either past or present, something that has happened in the past or something that is happening currently. You knew them supernaturally through revelation. That is what we call utterance of divine knowledge. The word utterance of divine knowledge is like 2 words coming together, the utterance and the divine knowledge. The utterance is always inspired through revelation, while the divine knowledge is a knowledge from God. God is the knowledge. God is the knowledge of the word. He knows everything. So this utterance of divine knowledge is just giving us a part of God's knowledge, like God will just let you know little about what He knew. So that's what utterance of divine knowledge stands for. So the utterance comes by revelation, and this revelation comes through the 5 senses, the spiritual senses. I mean the eyes, the ear, the skin, nose and mouth. In the realm of the spirit, we have what we call the spirit of prophecy. It is also an area of the Holy Spirit. It is a spirit that is meant to activate the 5 senses of our spirit being. It activates the eyes for seeing, the ear for hearing, the skin for feeling, the nose for discerning, and the mouth for speaking. So once the spirit of prophecy activates these your 5 senses, one of the gifts you are liable to get is the word of knowledge. So sometimes a revelation can come through vision, which is the seeing. It can come through hearing, which is the hearing, and which is through the ear. And it can come as feeling, just impression, which is the skin. It can come as discerning, which is the nose, and it can come as you just speaking, uttering out prophecy. That's the mouth. So let me just quickly give each example for each 5 senses that I've mentioned. I mentioned earlier that word of knowledge is the utterance of divine knowledge, which comes through revelation, and the revelation comes through 5 senses. The eyes as vision. So it might be dream, night vision, it might be day vision, it might be open vision. So that's how the eyes work. So you just see a vision of someone's past. You might see something about him 2 years ago. That's on the eyes area. So if it is also on the ear, you might just have an impression. No, sorry, not impression. You might just hear a word in your heart, your conscience, or audibly about someone, is past, or what is going through. Are you getting? That's how word of knowledge comes through the hearing. Also the skin, it also comes as feeling, as impression. Sometimes it comes as goosebump for those who have really mastered that act of skin. I mean those who are in the CRM or as a prophet, you would understand the skin realm. But as a newbie, you might not really understand that. So it comes as feeling, sometimes impression. You just know in your heart, you just feel. Sometimes it might be your right hand burning, sometimes it might be you having a stomach ache. You knew the stomach ache is not yours. This is how God uses the word of knowledge to communicate to you through your skin. It also uses the nose, discerning, when you are able to discern a spirit that is behind something. Maybe somehow you are seeing someone who is not happy, and you are able to discern what is really happening to that person. That's how the word of knowledge operates, through the nose. While also the mouth, you might just be speaking and you just mistakenly utter a statement, and that has already happened to me several times. You might just open your mouth and just utter a statement, and you just be like, that word, I'm not the one planning to say that word. So that's how the mouth also function. Probably in another video I'll be teaching on the spirit of prophecy in relationship with the 5 spiritual senses, and I really urge you to watch out for that video. The video will be really intense, because in that video I will explain everything about the 5 senses. So when you just tell the person that I know this thing about you, I know so about you, this is what you are going through, this is what you are passing through, this is what is happening to you, this is what you have done, the person will be like, wow, how did you know that? That's how word of knowledge operates. So let me make some examples from the Bible how the word of knowledge is being used. In the book of 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 26, probably from the beginning, the book of 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1 to 26, if you read all through, it is the story of how Elisha, the servant of God, healed Naaman, who is a soldier, a captain. So the man is a leper, so he is healed by Elisha. So after he was healed through the miracle, he came to Elisha with gifts, numerous gifts. He came to offer Elisha. So Elisha didn't collect the gift. He told him that he can't collect the gift. So Naaman took the gift and went. But there is this man, Gehazi, is a servant to Elisha. So he went through the back and went to collect the gift from this man without Elisha knowing. So he took some gift, some part of the gift. So after taking this gift, he went to keep it. He thought Elisha didn't know. But if you check through the book of 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 26, at that exact verse, it says, and he said unto him, this is Elisha talking to Gehazi, went not my heart with thee when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive mourning and to receive garments and olive yard and vineyard and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants? So if you notice that Bible, it is talking. You will see that Elisha gave him the perfect description of how he went to collect the gift, and Gehazi will be like, how did this man know? So Elisha described to him how he went. He said, my heart went with you. He said the man turned from his chariot, he came down to meet him. And if you read the earlier verses, you will see that that is exactly how the Bible stated it. Because the men, they were going, then he saw Gehazi running from behind. So the man stopped, he came down and went to meet him. So Elisha gave him the perfect description of how he went back to collect the gift. So without wasting much of time on that, you will see he used the word of knowledge there. He knew everything he went to do. We also have another clear example in the book of John chapter 4 verse 1 to around 18, where Jesus knew the past of a Samaria woman. I will not go deep into that. Though in this time, in the old time, in the New Testament, both Old Testament and New Testament, before Jesus was ascended to heaven, before the ministration of the Holy Spirit came to this earth, this word of knowledge is only known to be with prophets. So it is only men of God, prophets, people like Elisha, even Jesus himself, messenger of God. They are only the one that operates in this gift. But since the Holy Spirit has come to this world and started his manifestation in the life of believers, this word of knowledge has been for every believers. So as we have the purpose of the gift, which I explained in the first video of this series, the intro video, we also have purpose of each gift. For example, the word of knowledge. Let me list out some purposes. So one of the purposes of these gifts is to expose lies. Maybe probably if there is a lie going on, the Lord might want to expose the lie. so it is just going to give it to a messenger or to a prophet or to anybody. So it is to expose lies, to deliver people, to protect people, to confirm the truth, to build people's faith, to build a broken heart, to bring healing, to confirm his life in someone's to confirm his presence in someone's life. Maybe probably he might want to confirm to you that he knew about your situation. So these are the purposes of this word of knowledge. It is not just a gift that you can just have and you just turn yourself to an oracle. No, it is meant for God and it is meant for some purposes. So these are like few examples, few purposes I can list out: to expose lies, to deliver people, to protect people, to confirm the truth, to build people's faith, to build a broken heart, to bring healing, and to confirm his presence and to confirm his knowledge about people's situation. Another part of this video is how to grow in the gift. Maybe after you have known you have this gift, after you have discovered that you have this gift, one of the best way to discover you have this gift is through the vision realm. When you notice your dreams are having knowledge about people's situation or about people's life, so you already know you have this gift. So how to grow in it? Number one way to grow in it is intimacy with the Holy Spirit, because Holy Spirit is the one giving you this knowledge. So you have to grow your intimacy with him. You have to grow your intimacy with God. You have to be near to him to receive more and more, to make it more clearer. So you have to be intimated with the Holy Spirit. That's the first way. The second way is obedience to nudges, obedience to the revelation. Maybe you are giving revelation, maybe it is for intercession, maybe it is for you to tell the person. Once you are obeying the guidelines, that's another way to grow about it. Then journaling what you receive, like that is jotting. You find a notebook, you write things, you journal. So this also make you grow and make you get more clarity about revelation. That's another one. Praying time to time, that's another way through which intimacy with Holy Spirit can be built. Time to time prayer. Apart from meditation, you also pray. This will make me move to the precautions on this gift, because so many people have this gift and they have misused it. Number one caution of this gift is always act in love and discretion. There are some, I use them two words there: the love and discretion. The first, love, act in love. Sometimes the knowledge you might have about someone might be someone's secret. So you act in love, not for you to just start embarrassing that person that I know this about you, you are a sinner, so you act in love. It is meant to act in love. And discretion, sometimes some revelation are just meant for you alone, just to know. Maybe probably because of the intimacy you have with Holy Spirit, he might reveal some things to you, and probably sometimes he might be an intercessor. So everything is not meant for revealing. So both discretion and love, that is the first one. The second one, the goal is to restore. Is restoration, not embarrassment. I said that earlier. It is not for you to start embarrassing the person that you are a sinner, you have done this in the past, you are a fornicator, you are an adulterer, so that is not how it works. It is the main goal of this gift is for restoration. You act in love, not embarrassment. Another thing is avoid using it to control and manipulate people. So because now you already know the person secret, so you are now using that to control or manipulate. If that person is not careful, the person might even get the wrath of the Holy Spirit upon that person, and the person might offend the Holy Spirit, and offense to the Holy Spirit is not something easy. So these are the precautions on the gift. I will move directly into mantles that follows this gift. Mantles that follows this gift, I mean the duties that follows the gift of word of knowledge, or let me say those who are in this class. The intercessor is one of them. The intercessor are, most of the time, they are the ones that do have this gift word of knowledge, because they have to know a revelation about who they want to pray for. Intercessor is someone who prays for another, someone who stands in the gap of someone and God. So before they can pray for someone, the prophetic intercessor, they have to have a revelation about that person. So that's for intercessor. We also have the deliverance ministers, those that diagnose hidden issues. The prophet also, they are also major about this gift. We also the teachers, those that are into teaching, they are also major about this gift, because they are exposing deeper truth. We also have leaders, the shepherds, for you to know things that are happening behind the mask. So we have the intercessor, deliverance ministers, prophets, teachers, and leaders. These are the mantles that follows the gift. So we are moving towards the end of the video, but before I end, let me just quickly brush through how to know you possess this gift. First, how to know. You just know things about people. So you just, maybe probably after you just see someone, you just know something about them. Another how to is you have had moments of accurate insight in the sense that you have just said some things and you are accurate, and you ask the person and they says yes, that's true, so you got it right. So that's another way to know. And unexplainable insight in the sense that you just received that thought just came to your mind and you cannot even explain how you knew it. You receive dreams or impression that later comes true. If you are a dreamer and most times you dream and those your dream they later comes true, or you receive impression, insights, thoughts, and it comes true, there is probability that you also have this word of knowledge. People always tell you that you read their hearts, you read their mind. That's another way through which you know you possess this gift. Maybe after you have tell someone things, or someone has noticed you and the person tell you that I notice you do read my mind. That's one way through which you can know. Another way to know is you have burden to pray about people hidden issue. The reason why that burden comes is that your spirit knows what is happening to that person. It is just that you have not yet recognized it. So that's another way through which you can know you possess this gift. This gift, word of knowledge, is meant for love and is grace given to you because heaven chose you and trusts you with it. So you must use it perfectly for the glory of the Lord. So this is where I will end this video. So in another video I will be explaining how to possess and operate in this gift, word of knowledge. You might be surprised that is it true that I can possess it and operate it, because it is a grace given. God only gives whom he wish. But I'm also here to tell you that there is a way through which you can possess, ask for it, and you operate in it. It is just it is just in practicals, because for every believer we are given the grace to operate in the prophetical realm. So thank you for listening to this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more of this. Thank you.